Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
What's good, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. I'm your host, Marty. So, Sophie Cunningham, I had a video with her I was going to do for On3 Sports, but come to find out, she did one with Yahoo Sports with Caroline Fenton. So I'm gonna bring you that clip, and it's two clips in one. She talked about Caitlin Clark, what she has learned from Diana Taurasi, what she sees in Caitlin Clark, the similarities in her Diana Taurasi. We already know that Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird called Caitlin Clark their love child, you know. And if you look at it, it's some similarities there, a lot of similarities there. And Sophie, you know, she said that she offered her insight or whatever she wants to do, you know, be there for Caitlin and everything like that. Then she went into another clip talking about what the team looked like and why, you know, do the team has the pieces to win a title. So without further ado, I'm going to play for you clip one.
Absolutely a wonderful experience for you, and it's Caitlin Clark, it's Aaliyah Boston that Indiana has been building and adding all of these pieces over the last few years. They haven't won a championship since 2012. Is this year the year? Does this team have the pieces?
Man, you know what? We definitely have the pieces. I think our front office and our coaching staff, they did a heck of a job of bringing young players who are wanting to win with experienced players who have won. And now you just got to make it all gel. And so I do definitely think we have the pieces. I think we've turned a lot of heads in this offseason of what our team is looking like. But no, we are all still very new to each other. We have to build that chemistry. We have to build that rhythm. But I do love the offense we're going to be playing. It's a motion offense. I feel like I haven't played in a motion offense since college. And so it's going to be run and gun, kick and shoot, lots of threes. And so I'm stoked. Like, I really am so excited. But do we have the pieces? Absolutely. Now it's our job to be pros and put it all together and get a championship back in Indiana.
So that was clip one, and it's pretty much the same thing that Sydney Colson just illustrated the last couple of days about, do this team has the pieces? I think the team has the pieces. I think this team is going to put up some, I said it before and I say it again, I think this team is going to put up some historical numbers this season. I think this Fever team is going to do something remarkable that no team has ever done in the WNBA, and that's win the most games. The last team that did it, had the most wins in the season, is the Las Vegas Aces. I think they'll beat that record. I think Caitlin Clark will win MVP. I think this team will get to the finals and win the finals in her second year and continue to build on that, because 2026 will be a very important year, because if the Indiana Fever comes out of 2025 WNBA championship, WNBA champions, guess what? Every single free agent is going to want to get to Indiana because of that. And then speaking of that, because it seems like a lot of teams trying to copy the Fever. If you think about it, how the New York Liberty is boasting they team. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is that it's like you see it. You see how the team's trying to move, because every move that the Fever did, it's like the only team really kind of like did any counter move was the New York Liberty. Everybody else is trying to, you know, continue to do this and do that or whatever the case might be. But nevertheless, I think the Indiana, like I said again, I think the Indiana Fever is going to be on a historical run. I feel like they are going to be like the Bulls of the 90s. And when I say the Bulls of the 90s, I think the second Bulls team, the second three-peat Bulls, when they went 72-10. That's the kind of run I think they could be on. Now, Sophie also illustrated that, you know, with herself, Sydney, Duana, Howard, all of them, that they leadership that there. Sophie is still the young buck out of that group because she's in her 7th year, because she came in the league along with Kelsey Mitchell. So they both going to have that kind of like reminisce or, you know, want to win their first championship. So they going to do everything it takes. And she also talked about chemistry. When you put a team together, everything has to gel right. Everybody has to do their part. Sydney Colson also talked about this in another interview, that you have to do your job. If you came in to play defense, you play defense. If you came in to shoot, you shoot. If you came in to rebound, then you just rebound. Everybody got to have their part. You know what I'm saying? It's the age-old saying what Bill Belichick would say for the Patriots: do your job. If everybody do their job, this team could weather any storm. I don't care how tough an opponent is. And that's the thing about it. The thing about it is that the Fever didn't have this kind of leadership for veterans on this team last year. And you kind of see they needed it. You know, it's like Caitlin she was a young rookie, but she had to be the leader too of the team, because nobody seemed like they didn't want to, you know. Erica Wheeler was on the bench. You had Christy Wallace on the bench. They was all veterans of that team, but they didn't try to help weather the storm. Now, when you in the fire, you have veterans that could say, hey, calm down. We got you. You know, this is what we need to do right here. They've been in that situation. So let me go ahead and a video too, because it's going to illustrate what she thinks of Caitlin Clark, and I'll let y'all, and I'll elaborate on that after that.
Legend of the game to now a rising legend of the game in Caitlin Clark in Indiana. What is it about her? What have you observed about Caitlin Clark now that you're going to be one of her teammates?
Man, I just think she has that same mindset that Dee has, and I've learned a lot on how to become a pro and how to get to where I want to be with Dee every single day, and how she just does things. You know, I was a sponge around here. I saw her habits, her do's and her don'ts, and I think when you have someone like Caitlin, she doesn't really need a lot of help, right? Like, she already knows how to play the game. She knows where she wants to be. She has an itch and a willingness to do whatever it takes to win. But I think, again, you don't know what you don't know. And in our league, it's all about experience. It's about people taking you under your wing and helping you out. And so I've always said, like, if she wants that, I'm going to be there for her. I know she's going to go do her thing on the court. I don't have to ever worry about that. But as a rookie and just a young buck in the league, there's just a lot that you just don't know, right? And so for me, I want to have a lot of fun with her. I want to win a lot of ball games. I want to win championships with her. But I also want to make sure that she's good off the court as well. And so I'm hoping that she leans on me if she wants it. And I think that's why I'm so excited, is because I have been blessed to see what it looks like under the GOAT. And now you're going to the baby GOAT, who's been, all the eyes are on her all around the world. And so it's just kind of a cool experience for everybody.
I like that. I really do. I like that. She said that, hey, she understands the game. And that goes to her IQ. We talked about Caitlin Clark's IQ, how well she sees the game. Even Cheryl Miller has said it. She sees the game in 3D. She sees it differently than other people sees it. And even when you got veterans, they might see it one way, but Caitlin could see it a whole totally different way. And they'll be like, I ain't never seen it like that before. You know what I'm saying? So even though Caitlin could learn from the veterans on her team, but damn sure don't make no mistake about it, they're going to learn from Caitlin. Those veterans is going to learn from Caitlin. They're going to see the game in a total different spectrum, how Caitlin sees it. And they're going to be like, man, I've been in the league all this time and I never knew. And that's the beauty of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? we don't have that. We don't in sports, you don't really get to have that initial kind of synergy, chemistry with where veterans can learn from a younger person. If you go back to the All-Star game last year when they was practicing, you seen Necker, you seen DeWanda Bonner. They was all in the huddle, and Caitlin was giving them direction. That's respect. Because the fact of the matter is that they respect her. Even Jarquel Jones, when they was running the floor, and she made that pass, and Jarquel looked back at her like, "How the heck you make that pass?" That's respect. Make no mistake about it. These women in the WNBA, they might be envy of her, but they ain't gonna show respect Caitlin Clark because they know what Caitlin Clark can bring to the game. These women ain't stupid. They ain't not crazy. They might act it on social media and in the media, but they know behind closed doors that girl is who she says she is. They just afraid to say it because then they feel like they giving her too much praise. But they know that. They know Caitlin Clark is the one. And for Sophie Cunningham to illustrate, say, hey, going for one GOAT to a baby GOAT, you label Caitlin Clark a baby GOAT already? You label her the GOAT already? Now, some people going to say, oh, she ain't done nothing, or she didn't do this, she ain't won a championship, she haven't won an MVP, but now they label her baby GOAT. If Sophie Cunningham feels that strongly about her, that she has the same makeup as Diana Taurasi, and label her the baby GOAT, hey, we already call her the baby GOAT. You know what I'm saying? So why not? And I'm sure Sophie Cunningham gonna call her a baby GOAT on the team. People the other veterans, they gonna see Caitlin Clark play firsthand. See, they played against her, but playing with her firsthand is a whole total different experience. And this is where I think Howard, Barner, Colston, Cunningham, all of them gonna be shocked playing with Caitlin Clark. They gonna be doing things that they never did. Sydney Colston probably gonna do some things that she never did or other teams or in Vegas. Sophie gonna be doing things that she couldn't do over there in Phoenix. DeWanda gonna feel like, hey, I got so much freedom. I ain't never had that with AT. You know what I'm saying? So, and then same thing with Tasha Howard. She gonna be like, well, I played with Enrique, but I ain't never played like this. I never played this free. These players is gonna play so freely. It's gonna make this basketball team so fun to watch, and people gonna be like, wow. Look at Natasha. Look at Caitlin. Caitlin getting almost 25, 26 points a game, 12 assists a game. There's nobody gonna beat her in the assist game this year. I mean, she should have 15 assists a game total. No less than 12. No less than 12. Caitlin should average at least 24, between 20 to 25 points a game this year, because this team is going to play freely. Then you got Lexi right there. Then you got Kelsey right there. Then you got Leah right there. Then not talk about Bree Turner for defensive purposes. I mean, then you got Damaris Dantes. Man, come on. And they talk about other teams. This is the team. This is America's team. This is the team you need to watch out for. So, with that being said, good interview, Kelsey. Good interview, Sophie. Like I said, she did promote her brand, this nutritious stuff that she's doing. She did it on 3, and then now she just did it with Caroline Fenton for Yahoo Sports. Video link in the description will be in the video link will be in the description. So until then, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Until the next episode, Live Wire Sports, and I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live Wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.